We are located here at Protsman Elementary School in Dyer, Indiana. Part of our referendum is to build a brand new Protsman on this property. The current building was built in 1963 for a capacity of about 300 students. During the early 70s, some additions were put onto Protsman that brought that student capacity up to a little over 500. And during the 2010-11 school year, our enrollment here at Protsman in Dyer was a little over 700. We are currently inside one classroom at Protsman Elementary. You'll note that because of the original construction and the subsequent additions, most of the classrooms at Protsman are shaped as a pie. Protsman is the most crowded elementary that we have in the Lake Central School Corporation. We have an average square foot of 101 per student, where the state standard is 150 square feet per student.
The pie shape causes more crowding in the classrooms as well, because you're essentially cutting one corner of the room off, and you have the same number of students in that room, which means less space for each student. In the cafeteria, it is the central location in the building. You can't go anywhere at Protsman without first passing through the cafeteria. That causes a problem when we have people in there for lunch. Also, at the same time, we have students going back and forth to recess, and at the same time, we have other students going back and forth to their specialist classes. It is a traffic nightmare in the cafeteria when all 5 groups are going someplace different.
Because this building is 50 years old, our energy costs and maintenance costs are extremely high. When we look at the infrastructure, talking with our architects, it is estimated that the infrastructure alone to repair that would be upwards of 2/3 of a brand new elementary school, which still does not solve the problem of overcrowding as well as pie-shaped classrooms.
Yeah, our building was designed with a certain capacity in mind, and we have exceeded that. So now we have our electrical systems that they're at capacity. Our plumbing system is overloaded at times. Heating and cooling, we've talked about, it's in bad shape. The building has been a very useful building for the last 50 years, but it's pretty much outlived its usefulness. If you've ever been here to pick up your child after school, you know it's a nightmare. We do not have a good, safe way to get kids back to their parents. We've added 4 trailers out back that now house our kindergarten classes. They are essentially away from the building. It's connected with a covered walkway. The covered walkway is not heated, it's not air conditioned. It gets very hot during hot weather because the air conditioning units on those trailers exhaust right into that walkway, and during the winter it gets very cold, obviously, because there is no heat there. Recently I had the opportunity to visit a school in Westfield, Indiana. It was an 11-year-old building, looked like it was brand new. It was designed with a lot of the things that we've talked about in mind, things like traffic patterns, things like space for a large group of students to get together for an assembly or for a grade level meeting, a cafeteria that is kind of out of the way so that the kids can go there and eat and then leave there, and they don't have to walk through the cafeteria every time they want to go someplace else. So one of the big advantages to building a new Protsman is we can take some time to sit down, build it big enough for our future needs, big enough for our current needs, and build it right so that we cover all these infrastructure issues that we're facing now.
Our goal would be to build a new Protsman utilizing that big green space out back. We would have an opportunity to educate the children within this building while construction is taking place. At the conclusion of construction, upon occupancy, we would be able to move those students to the new building, at which point in time we would raise this building. A new Protsman will consist of wider hallways, much more space internal, classrooms of 150 square feet to meet state standards. We would be able to educate our entire population under one roof with no need any longer for modulars for our kindergarten program. In 2014, when this project is completed, the students of Dyer will be in a safe environment, free from overcrowding, in a curriculum where they can excel.
When this project is completed, one of the things that I'm really most looking forward to is seeing the smiles on the faces of those kids. As they get out of their cars, they hop off the buses, as they walk up to the building, and they come into a building that's open, it's spacious, it's just absolutely beautiful, and most importantly, it's safe. They're going to be able to walk to their classes without bumping into other kids and tripping over each other. And it's going to be a great day.